The experience of sleep deprivation? Deep in a time whose details are not well preserved. Behind thick concrete walls. In a facility that doesn't appear on any map. There was an iron door that could only be opened from the outside. Behind this door sat 5 people who didn't know why they had been chosen, or when this nightmare would end. All they were told was, "You will not sleep, no matter what." At first, they thought it was just a simple test. But they didn't know that sleep is not a luxury, it is the last thing that keeps a person human. The first day passed, then the second, then the third. The laughter was still there. The conversations were ordinary. The faces were tired, but still human. The fourth day. The tone began to change. One of them stopped talking. Another started whispering to himself. And a third kept looking at the camera, without blinking. The fifth day. There was no more laughter. Only a heavy silence. Day 7. One of them started screaming. Not a scream of fear, but a scream without stopping, for hours. Until he lost his voice. The rest didn't try to stop him. They just sat, watching him. Day 9. The trust between them shattered. They began whispering about things in the walls, about sounds that only they could hear. One of them approached the door, and whispered, "We're not alone here." Day 11. Silence returned, but worse. No one spoke anymore. The cameras showed something strange. That they had stopped moving for hours. But they weren't asleep. Their eyes were open. Staring into the void. Or perhaps, into something we couldn't see. Then, they began to smile. An inhuman smile. Day 13. They were unrecognizable. Their faces had changed. Their movements were slow, then suddenly terrifyingly fast. One of them began to laugh, a low, continuous laugh, for no reason. Another was staring at his reflection in the mirror. Then he said, "I'm not me anymore." At that moment, the observers realized the experiment was spiraling out of control. But no one opened the door. Day 15. A voice boomed through the loudspeakers. "We're going to open the door, get ready." For a few seconds, nothing. Then, a single voice replied. Quietly, and with indescribable terror. "We don't want to sleep anymore." When the door opened, the place was no longer the same. Nor the people, the same. Something had changed, forever. The reports were never published. The names disappeared. And the place was shut down. But the real question isn't what happened to them? Rather, what happens when a person is stripped of the last line separating them from madness? Sleep isn't just rest. It's the only thing that prevents us from seeing what we shouldn't see. And now, after everything you've heard, do you think this is just a story? Or are there experiences we've never been allowed to know the truth about? Do you think an experience like this could be real? Write your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Mystery Brief 85 channel. Because what's coming is even more mysterious.